Well, at the beginning, because of the way this music industry is set up, it's like, I'm sure people don't, like rock bands don't realize this, but who's ever single gets released, gets money, and who's doesn't get anything. That's fair, isn't it? And all that. What we did with our second record, we said everybody is equal.
Yeah.
And that way you focus more on the record as a whole and the band than your own personal interest. So that took care of a lot of stuff, and the attention that I had got as a frontman, at the beginning was kind of strange. But
in what way?
Well, just because they want to be in the front, obviously, But I think every band goes through that.
Yeah. Had you ever met a guy named Rachel before?
Not a guy. No, I hadn't.
What sort of name is that?
A girl's name. I call him Sophia Loren sometimes. But
why is he named Rachel? I don't
know, but it was really cool because when I heard their tape and they sent it to me, they put a phone number in there and I called him up and I said, "What's your name?" He goes, "Rachel Bolan." I go, "Wow, heavy name." Sebastian Bach, Rachel Bolan. Bachin' and Bolan, rockin' and rollin'. I can see it now,
Just another name. Huh?
But no, he's very into punk and Mark Bolan.
Monkey business, monkey business, ain't your business. Monkey business, monkey business, ain't your business.
People say, "What do you guys do backstage with Guns N' Roses?" I say, "Knit macrame. I play chess. Have a couple mean checkers game, man. Woo! Get pretty out there, crazy. See, people don't know how to treat personalities that sell a lot of records, but then remain true to what they were before. They expect them to be big, but they expect to get out of my way, put up the red carpet. But if you show up in a Volkswagen to the club and you're like, they go, "Oh, well, how does he sell those records?" But that's what I love about this tour, because it's like the 70s. For the first 3 weeks, we didn't have a record out. They didn't have a record out for the whole thing, and it was selling out all over the place.
Yeah.
It was like the spirit of rock and roll, because the spirit. I'm sure you remember going to concerts, in the 70s. And when I was growing up, I used to go to a concert. I used to get the ticket, and I used to go through the thing, and I was like being baptized. It's like, oh my God, I'd be shaking the whole time, and there was this insane feeling every time you went to a rock show that I haven't experienced in a long time. That we kind of brought back a little for this tour.
What was the trial in Worcester like for you? I mean, was that just the world's biggest hassle? First, you had to wear a suit, right?
Yeah. Well, when you go to jail, it makes you think.
Yeah.
And I said, all this that was just an emotional reaction at the time, because at the time I didn't have any distinction between playing an arena and playing CBGBs.
Yeah.
And if I was playing CBGBs and I did that, Kurt Loder wouldn't have been talking about it on MTV, because it didn't matter. But if you can't do that. You can't jump in there and kick somebody's ass. I'm not going to do it again. If it happens again, I'll just walk off the stage. I mean, I'm on probation right now for physical assault, and if I punch, one more person, that's it. No more Skid Row, So somehow I really don't think that's worth it.
Yeah. So you're reining yourself in.
Control your demons tour. That's what I call this. Control your demons. Come out, and get out, get down, boy.
Let's talk about this AIDS shirt, because I think that pissed a lot of people off, or angered a lot of AIDS activists. What was going on there? You show up in a photo wearing a shirt that says "AIDS kills fag."
Right. Well,
surely there's a story there.
I mean, this is it won't seem. You won't believe this probably, but at the time, I swear, I did not know that anybody gave a flying whatever what it said on my chest. You know what I mean? That was like the introduction into responsibility for me.
Yeah.
And actually it really hit home, because one of my friends is a homosexual in New York, and really, really good friend.
Yeah.
And he just let me know exactly what it meant to him, that shirt, and I felt like Fred Flintstone in Mr. Slate's office. I shaking down in the chair.
Or did he call you up and explain that?
No, he really got me backstage, and he was mad. And he had every right to be, because a lot of his friends died, and that's not cool.
Yeah. Where did the shirt come from?
It was thrown to me on stage. I didn't even know what it said. I put it on. actually. Sort of.
So it doesn't represent your sympathy.
No, I mean that's. There's nothing funny about death.
You think things have maybe gone too far?
You know what? Also.